All right, I just pressed an 8-minute timer. And so the moment that that timer goes off, I will stop talking to you about everything I know to help making hearing God at least 83% easier, better, just simpler. So the first thing that I'll share with you is that hearing from God is not about listening for a voice. And I know that might sound strange, but I think a lot of times what we're taught is that it's an audible voice. It's something that you have to really discern. You have to check with scripture. You have to confirm with other people. And I just like to make it simpler in the sense that hearing God is about getting still. It's just about recognizing that Jesus is with you right here, right now. He always has been with you, always will be with you. And it's not about you doing anything or forcing anything to happen, but rather resting in what's already there. Now, I know that might sound strange and it's a different concept than most people talk about. But as I work with people every single day, and what I've been doing over the past 3 years, really, and just helping people to really deliberately start listening to God, is that when we start trying to figure this thing out, when we start thinking that this is a process that we need to know the steps of, then all of a sudden, it actually takes us out of the present moment to sense whatever's coming up for us right here, right now. I mean, even today, I've been reflecting and pondering and really procrastinating, honestly. I've been procrastinating creating any videos. Like my schedule today is primarily an open slate to create content like this. But I dilly-dally and I don't progress forward because it comes down to fear. I'm afraid of what people might think if I mess up. I'm afraid that if I don't script out something perfectly, that it won't sound really good, or that I'll somehow mess up in a video. It won't perform as well. And if it doesn't perform as well, then I won't be able to earn anything from it. It won't help people the way that I think it should help people. It won't be as profound as I want it to be. And all of these fears prevent me from creating. All of these fears prevent me from connecting. All these fears keep me in a loop of confusion. So if you're in a loop of confusion, or if you're in any kind of stuckness with your life, you're not doing anything, the culprit almost always is fear or shame. That you don't feel good enough. That you can't quite do it. It's not just all the things that the negative thoughts you think about yourself. Those are the lies that are stopping us from confidently walking forward in a place of peace, a place of rest, and a place of connection. So what did I do today? I'll just tell you that even a few minutes ago, I wrote down all my thoughts. I wrote down all the lies. I wrote down just like, what am I afraid of? Ask yourself the question, what am I afraid of? Write all the answers to that question down. Just let your free flow of thought, put it all down on paper. And I will tell you that for me, listening and experiencing God more in my life drastically increased when I started writing my prayers out, when I started journaling my thoughts and then offering those to the Lord. I had a friend tell me that Jesus is a question away. God is a question away. And that's been my experience too, is that as I empty myself of all the burdens that I'm carrying and approach the Lord with the knowledge that He's right there, and I ask a question without having the idea that there should be something I should receive, without attaching myself to any expectation of what should happen in this experience, essentially I open the door for a clean slate. It's like an unbiased present moment where I can just listen. And for me, what I find is helpful is if I ever catch myself overthinking, if I ever catch myself trying to force an answer and I literally feel pressure in my head, I know that I'm out of it. Like I'm not in a space to receive. And this is what I teach people. And what they have shown and told me is helpful. So, in other words, if I do feel the pressure in my head, then I take a breath and with my exhale, I move down into my heart, into my gut. I move down and I even pay attention to the physical space in my heart area, my chest. And sometimes I'll tell people, I want you to direct the question downward, direct the question to your heart. Ask your heart this, as though your heart is the source and place where you are spiritually guided, where your soul exists. Let's just pretend that that's real. And at least when I do that, when I take a moment, I say, Lord, or I just even say heart, because my heart is innately and inherently connected to God. I am made in the likeness and image of God. And so where I feel love and support and kindness and goodness, it's all in my heart. It's all in my chest area. I feel it there. And maybe you feel it elsewhere. I don't know. Maybe it's in your thigh. You just feel love in your thigh. I don't know. But wherever you feel that sense, direct your attention there. And ask the Lord a question. It's like, Lord, what do you want me to know right now? Don't ask questions that are filled with like a fear or anger. Because we could say, Lord, why do you do this? Why is this happening? And really what you're saying is like, Lord, I don't like the life that I have. I don't like what's happening with my life. I wish it was different. And so I'm angry because you aren't making things different. I also recently watched this video and it said, the more you understand the truth of someone, the more your love can increase for them. The more you understand the truth of who you are, the more love can increase. The more you understand the truth of who God is, who other people are, the more love can increase. So I find that what helps me is having a correct understanding of who God is. And when I know that he really is love and he really is present and he really does pursue after me, care for me, want the best for me, then that love increases and my connection increases because I can have a greater level of trust and a greater willingness to listen. All right, my timer's up. Thank you for listening. And if you want more insights about all this stuff, I have a whole community with courses and materials like worksheets. Like I just have a lot of things that can help you make listening to God something that's simple and not complicated and just a more beautiful experience in your life. So come to the Receive Academy. I'll put a link in the description and the comments below. But thank you for this time. Have a good one. We'll talk to you later.